Shalom, shalom. Lord willing, y'all can see me. I know I'm dark. I gotta make sure y'all can see me. Okay. Make sure people can hear. See if y'all can hit me. Okay. Okay. Make sure. Yep. Everything's clear. Let me send this off real quick. I'm gonna start in a few minutes. Shalom, shalom to the brothers and sisters that actually might be getting on this live. Uh, so we're gonna get in here. I wanna first give our praise to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Rakakwadash. Yahweh being the Most High God, and Yahweh Shai is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus the Christ. And of course, I want to give double honors where it's due to the apostles and the elders in Great Millstone, starting with Elder Tahara on down that been ruling well through the Spirit, bringing forth 100% of the Most High doctrine to the best of their ability. And mighty shalom to the hopeful elect scattered, four corners of the earth scattered in America, on the highways and byways, and doing sit-downs in and out of congregations. Lord willing, the Most High increase you in his understanding, right? And increase you in endurance. Lord willing, the Most High continue to have the wives and the sisters be virtuous. Work on being more virtuous, being loving and silent wives, right? Trying to play their role to the best of their ability. And of course, Lord willing, the Most High have mercy on the other brothers and sisters that is not in the faith. You can ask questions or drop precepts if need be. The title of this lesson, it's actually real crazy. To be honest, I didn't have it. I wasn't in the spirit. Like, what I mean in the spirit was with me, but I wasn't in the spirit to go ahead and teach. I got some work I had to do. My mind making sure everybody good in the household. But last night, I came across a lesson I guess I never did. Me opening up my mouth, I was like, yo, man, babe, you should do that. I didn't feel it. So then me waking up, not getting in that fire mode that I normally do. And as soon as I seen it again, and my notebook was open. Keep calm, trusting the process. Then, somehow, through the grapevine, my younger brother, Asher, went outside and he did a lesson. And I'm like, what? If he could do it, I could do it. If I could do it, he damn sure can do it. So I had to get my butt up and actually come out here and do a lesson too, right? So, if you can see the title, it says, keep calm and trust in the process, right? We got to keep calm in these last days. You got to keep calm in the truth and trust in the process. The Lord might have you moving more than somebody else. Trust in the process. And what I mean, that goes into the video I had yesterday. You cannot be bored in this truth. I don't care if you studying every day. As soon as I wake up, sometimes I don't get straight to the word. Sometimes I'm scrolling through my phone, I'm looking at news, or I'm just looking at foolishness on the book. Then eventually I might end up doing a lesson, or I might end up reading. You know what I'm saying? I'm not always studying throughout the day, but I might be watching videos. I might be getting motivation. I might be taking precepts. But book, chapter, verse is always on my mind. What is next, right? Because while I'm here, I want to keep calm and I want to stay focused. So first precept we're going to get is Psalms chapter 16, verse 8. 16, verse 8. We're going to read both translations. I see I wrote it down as NLT. So it says, I have set Yahweh always before me, because he is at my right hand. I shall not be moved. Right? When you actually come serve the Lord, you want to come in this thing to be unmovable. There's a lot of brothers that get comfortable with their status and their position. And guess what? The Lord is moving people. Right? Can't be comfortable in this joint. You got to be comfortable satisfying Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Wow. I had some other ones, but I ain't going to go to that one. We're going to go to St. John chapter 14. St. John chapter 14, verse 27. Right? This is what it says. It says, peace I leave with you. My peace I give unto you. Not as the world giveth, give I unto you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. That heart is going into your mind. Don't let your heart be troubled. Yahweh got Yahweh Shai taking too long to come back and get you. I want the Lord to send Yahweh Shai right now to come finish it. Come, man, destroy this place. Right? But we got to keep calm, man. Right? You can't let your heart get in trouble. That's why you want to always meditate either a video you did, a video you watch, even if you're not reading, like soon as you wake up, even when you call on the name of the Lord, I try to think about it. It always hit me, either a lesson. Man, I had the craziest dumb dream. A brother that I know, you know what I'm saying? The dream was, man, he was on drugs. It was just some weird stuff. That dream was terrible. Like, why the hell is this getting put in my head? You never can't trust dreams, right? Then I get up, and I'm thinking like, yo, the Lord really got me in this ministry, man. He could really take me out. He could really blow my candle out, right? But it goes back to, I have to trust the process with the Lord, right? Isaiah 43. Isaiah 43 verse 2. It says, when you go through deep waters, I will be with you. This is the NLT. When you go through deep waters, I will be with you. When you go through rivers of difficulty, you will not drown. When you walk through the fire of oppression, you will not be burned. The flames will not consume you. And that goes into Azariah, Hananiah, and Mishael that was in the burning furnace. Right? Man, I'm gonna actually bring that out. Could go to Daniel, but I'm gonna go to the three holy children. Right? I want to have faith, man. I want to have this much faith, knowing that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is gonna send a spirit to protect me, man. Okay, here we go. This is the three holy children, only one chapter, verse 23. And the king's servant that put them in ceased not to make the oven hot with rosin, pitch, tow, and small wood, so that the flame streamed forth above the furnace 49 cubits. And it passed through and burnt those Chaldeans it found about the furnace. But the angel of Yahweh Shema Shai came down, which was the Son of Man, when you're reading the book of Daniel, unto the oven together with Azariah and his fellows, Mishael and Hananiah. That's their Hebrew name. When you look at Daniel, that's their Babylonian name. And smote the flame of the fire out of the oven, and made the midst of the furnace as it had been a moist whistling wind, so that the fire touched them not at all, neither hurt nor troubled them. You see that? That flame neither hurt them or troubled them. And we just read that. Let's read it again. Isaiah chapter 43, verse 2. When thou passest through the waters, I will be with thee, and through the rivers, they shall not overflow thee. When thou walkest through the fire, thou shalt not be burned, neither shall the flame kindle upon thee, man. Yo, man, this little affliction ain't nothing, especially compared to a fire furnace. This affliction is not compared to you sitting in the midst of lions, hungry lions. The Lord will have they shut their mouth. Guess what the Lord gonna do to these people, man? We gotta stay on the course, man. Keep your foot, man. Let me get that. This is Philippians chapter 3, verse 14. I press towards the mark for the prize of the high calling of God in Hamashiach Yahushai. You have to press towards the mark. You're not going to get shit done. Your house is not going to get ordered if you don't press towards the mark. If you don't push buttons, right? Let alone you like, man, I don't understand this breakdown. If you're not fucking studying, excuse my language, you ain't going to get it. You got some brothers that's probably just made just for contention. You got some brothers, the littlest thing they can't even get because they not trusting the process. The process is you get the understanding from the prophets. It's really the Most High. That's how you trust the prophets. If you don't know nothing, yes, pick up your Bible and read. But brothers and sisters got to get so prideful. I'm going to read and learn for myself. I read myself too. But it could come times I might not know a precept. I might have to go to the brothers or I watch a video. But it really comes to the breakdowns, especially like the virgin birth. You got some people trying to make a Cornelius lesson that he's an Edomite. It's good to see that lesson too, you know. The mark of the beast, Jacob's trouble, freaking race war, who gonna get saved, who's the foreigners, the one-third, the 144,000. Those things you want to get in line correctly. And it's not a time to really be coming in this thing with contention. Every man and every woman should be coming in this ministry ready to learn. Trust the process. I think I'm gonna keep. Let me see. I'm gonna go to verse 15 too. Let us therefore, as many as be perfect, be thus minded. And if anything ye be otherwise minded, God shall reveal even this unto you. But I ain't gonna lie, the whole point of this ministry is for the ministry to be revealed. Sometimes you might read and you might not get it right there and then. The Lord might have you go watch somebody's video and then you might get it. That's nothing wrong with it. And guess what? If you watch my video, I'm not about to tell you, just take my word for it. I believe what I'm bringing out is solid, but still write down these or research these scriptures and read them for yourself and see if you get in the same understanding. Then right in this moment, we are on one accord. Right? Let's go to this right here is this is the scripture everybody brings out. This is Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 to 6. It says, trust in the Lord, trust in Yahweh with all thy heart, and lean not unto thy own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. Right? You got to seek the Lord's will, man. That's his ways. And you got to acknowledge him in good and bad. When you get sick, there's got to be of the Lord. And if you see a sign, you see the news, oh man, that got to be the Lord been showing his ass for the past few months. Guess what? I'm going to trust in the damn process. The Lord might be moving people around. You're like, damn, why the communication or why this is not happening? Guess what? Trust in the process. You might be crunched up in a corner. You might be sleeping on the floor. Shit, I slept on the floor. Guess what? Trust in the process. Guess what? Sometimes you could be in a situation that you don't personally like. The Lord trying to humble your ass up. Humble me, humble me. You got to trust in the process. Some people think the grass is greener. Look, some of y'all think of this, man, right here. Let me see if I can turn my camera. Let me turn it. Some of y'all want your life to be like this grass over here. Y'all want it to be green throughout every season. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. Sometimes you gonna have bullshit like that. That ain't shit, just wood pellets. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta have rough situation. How can you know you going through something? How can you come back from something if you ain't going through something? Let alone, how can you come back from something if you don't even know you going through something? Some niggas don't, I'm gonna say niggas, because only niggas, they don't believe they going through something. The dollar is about to collapse. What you niggas gonna do? What you gonna do when you are burning? I got a new one. What you gonna do when you ain't learning? You people don't want to learn. You don't want to accept the ministry of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Because brothers want to lean to their own understanding. Let's go to 2 Corinthians. Second Corinthians 5 and 7. It says, for we walk by faith, not by sight. Right? Every man and every woman should be working on their faith. You want to work, guess what? We have human faith every day, and I'm going to always bring this up. You get on the bus, and you don't know the bus driver, human faith. You get on the airplane, I'm about to travel. You got faith to travel, let alone you go to another country. You got faith that the police and all of that, guess what? It was a sister that went on a vacation with her friends, and she got killed. You can't even, a lot of us be trusting friends that we got, and guess what? They not even teaching you, thus saith the Lord. Now I know even more. Mark 3 and 35, so real. He that do the will of my Father is my brother, mother, and sister. You not my brother if you ain't doing the will. And I'm going to see it by sight. But if brothers give up in the faith or this walk, they didn't have faith. That faith just left. Somebody that got real faith is going to endure. The Lord is long suffering. Let me see something. This is 2 Corinthians 4 and 18. While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. That's why you got to set your affections in Colossians, I believe, 2 or 3. You got to set your affections on things above. The things that you don't see is brothers say, oh, I haven't seen $1 million. Nigga, yes, you have. You seen these celebrity use Esau money, reward Esau with his Esau. But brothers haven't seen brothers flying. Brothers haven't seen immortal bodies. You haven't seen it. Guess what? Brothers really haven't seen an angel fully straight up. I mean, you got our forefathers, but they didn't really get to see them in their full potential, full form, right? We didn't see Jacob trouble, right? You did have John that got to see how the end is going to look, but he seen it in a vision, clear as day. None of us got to see it, man. You got to live, man. Guess what? I know the Lord is out here. I know it's demons out here too. But guess what? I'm in this human, dumbass, corruptible flesh. I can't see. I cannot see anything spiritual. I ain't gonna lie, Yahweh knew what he was doing, man. Because if we was to be able to see spiritual, man, I ain't gonna lie, it would still be some bug outs, man. This is Matthew chapter 6, verse 26. It says, behold, the fowls of the air, for they sow not, neither do they reap, nor gather into barns. Yet your heavenly Father feedeth them. Are ye not much better than they? Man, we much better than these animals. And the Lord provides for the animals so that they can eat. You don't see an animal coming out, man, brother, can you help me with $1? A bird might come down, you drop some food, but look at the spirit. You over here dropping food, guess what? They ate. Yo, and look at us, man. We're way over insects, bugs. Look what the Lord do. He'll tell you to go study the ants. Proverbs 6:6. You got to study something that's lower than you, an ant, to understand that they're moving. They're a moving a colony. Israel, no, we got Israel over here. You got Israel drug addicts. You got Israel drug dealers. You got hoochie mamas. You got boss only fans, but she don't think she a hoochie mama. Independent women. You got some now and later men. You got some stud females. Then you got some pastors. You got some 5%ers. You got Muslims, and now you got Hebrew Israelites. Israel got so much division going on, and I'm not even worried about all these other nations because they're not for me. You know what I'm saying? But in the kingdom, they're going to be working for me. Right? I'm not better than nobody, but I want you to know how good it is to trust in the process. And sometimes the process, you might not see it. It might take 30 days before that process really kick in. You can never rush the power. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You can never rush him. Right? If it was up to him, he should be rushing your ass. But that's how it comes. This truth is not made for everybody. This truth is for the ones that yield and know they fucked up, knowing that they don't know nothing, knowing that they need to learn, knowing that they need to give themselves to God way more. We're going to go to Psalms 145. Let me see. Psalms 145, verse 18. It says, Yahweh is nigh unto all them that call upon him, to all that call upon him in truth. Because you know in St. John 14:6, you know, and I'm going to actually go get that. I'm going to get that. I'm going to get the actual one that I want. I believe it's Matthew. Oh, no, John. It's John 4:24, man. John 4:24. God is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. Let alone you jump to St. John, the 14th chapter, verse 6. Yahushua saith unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me. Right? We got to go through Hamashiach Yahushua because he is the truth, he is the way, and he is the life. Right? That's the best thing in your life. Not your car, not your money. The dollar is going to collapse. And people don't care. This whole system is about to make a whole turn. A whole turn, then it's going to come back with the ugliest face. And people not watching. You know, and look, we don't really get to see the motions that's going on. But then you get to see it that they hide them in the news, or they might not show it. They may not speak about it in the news. You got to dig deep and go to these other news websites, social media, on the internet, and then you'll find out these damn Channel 7, Channel 4 news ain't even trying to give you full coverage what's to come. This is why the best thing in life is Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Regardless if you receive it or not, man. It's nothing better. Keep calm and trust in the process. Hebrews 13:6. Hebrews 13:6. It says, so that we may boldly say, Yahweh is my helper, and I will not fear what man shall do unto me. None of us should fear what man can do to us, man. If you're trying to serve the Lord, man, you should not be worried what man can do. I'm going to just paraphrase. St. Matthew chapter 10, verse 28. Don't fear a man that can kill the flesh. Fear him that can kill the flesh, the human nature. Kill your flesh, this corrupt body and the soul. That's who you should fear, let alone when you die, your body go down to the dirt. Ecclesiastes, I believe is in chapter 7, and you go back, your spirit go back up to the Lord. That's who you should fear. None of these humans, I don't care what nation, they not Scorpion. Get over here. No. Saint Seuss, your soul is mine. Nobody can do that, man. The Lord is, your heart is uphold in the hands of the Lord. So when you don't want to follow him, the Lord made you not follow him. The Lord definitely my helper, because I know he more in control than me. Yahweh Shema Shai is in more control than any man and any woman, man. Like me, I might think, yo, man, I'm out here on my own. No, you not. The Lord did not. No. Everything, the craziest thing is, right? Everything is calculated. Everything you do for day to day, month to month, year to year, all of that is calculated. The Lord already knew everything that brothers was going to do. This is Proverbs chapter 29, verse 25 to 27. I'm going to read the NLT. Lord willing, it can be straight, direct, and smack you in the face, Lord willing. It says, fearing people is a dangerous trap, but trusting Yahweh means safety. Many seek the ruler's favor, like these presidents, these elites. But justice comes from Yahweh. The righteous despise the unjust, the wicked. The wicked despise the godly. Everything is balanced. Everything is balanced. Right? So I know, now that I know, Lord willing, the Lord could give me the strength to not to fear people. Lord willing, Yahweh Shem Yahushai give me the strength to overcome the thought of fearing people. Let alone if a brother was pointing a gun at me. Let alone the up and coming if they use guillotines because you're professing the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Even if they're going to torture me, I have to constantly think, fearing people is a dangerous trap, but trusting in the Lord. At that moment, Lord willing, the Lord give me the strength. Somebody point a gun, shoot me. Call Allah Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Shoot me, call Allah Yahweh. Or not even saying shoot me, man, just calling the name of the Lord. And if he shoots you, guess what? You got to have it in your mind. You going back to the Father. And Lord willing, you die for his name and he beam you back up. Right? Man, I'm tired, man. I'm not about to fear nobody. Right? Let alone the things that's about to come is already predestined in the scriptures. America is about to get hit real good. So these few days, these few months that we got, that's not shaky, enjoy it. Enjoy it to the best of your ability. I know y'all gonna enjoy it to the best of your ability, man. This is the time to really be observing the times. Dude look like Inspector Gadget. We're gonna go to Psalms chapter 37, verse 5 and 6. It says, commit thy way unto Yahweh. Trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. And he shall bring forth thy righteousness as the light, and thy judgment as the noonday. Yo, man, a lot of us be more committed to our actual relationships, which is good. But we'll put that to a higher extent. Doing all these traveling, a lot of us would yield to our wife's needs more than your wife yielding to your needs. But the whole thing backwards. A lot of us want to do what we want, but half of us is never putting a dent to what the Lord wants us to do. I'm glad for the union that I got. I'm glad because, like, yo, it's times where I'm about to go read. I don't have to worry about trying to make kids be quiet. That makes me want to think about doing a lesson, right? The Lord helped me, so because I know I got ADHD. My mind would get distracted, or I'd be busy, or I in the world, if it's not fun, or if it's not intriguing, if I'm not learning, if I ain't gaining nothing from it, Same cycle, I get bored. I'm not gonna lie, in the human flesh, I get bored. And this is why I'm glad that the Lord gave me a moving motion, even around me. That's why I want motivation around me. If you're not talking about thus saith the Lord, or if you're not thinking about the Lord, if you're not doubling up, if you're not leveling up, if you're not multiplying your talents, I can't be around you. I can't, because then I'm gonna become a part of that environment. And I don't wanna, I'm not trying to go like this, back into the old me, you know? I'm trying to go this much and not even look back. I might look side to side, but I'm not even trying to look back. Hold on, somebody behind me. You see that? I ain't trying to look behind me. I'm trying to move forward. You understand? You got to be hungry for Yahweh Shema Shai. See? Let me get that Matthew, man. Matthew 5 and 6. I bet you y'all knew I was going to go to that. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. You got to be hungry, right? Let alone Yahweh Shema Shai as a power. Like Superman. When Superman wants to re-get his strength, he got to go to the sun. Like, he could just stay here, but the higher he go, he can really get hit with that sun. That helps increase his power. A lot of us need to yield to Yahweh Shem Yahushai so we can get more power, more strength, get more righteousness, get more guidance. The Lord might give you a vision, right? The next thing you know, you might have a thought process about another Ak or another sister, and then you wake up your Ak, and then you tell him, and then something happened. You be like, yo, I'm not believing in a dream or a vision, but yo, this is happening. The Lord is going to do a lot of real serious things in this time, and He's going to use the men of the Lord too, especially the young kids. They gonna have visions and dreams, Lord willing. Lord willing. Right? Lord willing. Right? So back to the topic before we end it. Keep calm, trust in the process. Right? Hold on. Let me get. Because trusting in the process is trusting in Yahweh Shema Shai. Because He has the blueprint for all of this. Hold on. I'm waiting for this. What I'm going to get, I'm about to get Wisdom of Solomon, the 3rd chapter. Where is it at? Wisdom of Solomon, the 3rd chapter. Verse 9. It says, they that put their trust in Him shall understand the truth. When you trust in the process, you'll understand the truth. Serving Yahweh is long fucking suffering. You might lose some money. You might get kicked out of your house. But the Lord is going to, if you trust in the Lord, guess what the Lord? Trust in the process. He going to have you move around family. You might be around your cousin. You might not want to, but the Lord don't care what you want. It's what you need. Trust in the process, man. You're going to understand the truth. You're going to understand, oh man, the Lord probably doing this because shit is about to get real. Shit is really about to hit the fan. It says, in such as be faithful in love shall abide with Him. You got to be faithful. You got to be more faithful. That's why when the scriptures say, hate your mother, hate your wife, hate your sister, hate your sons. Look, fuck your mother, your man, not fuck them. I mean, that's the 2/3. But hate all of them. I'm not going to lie. Nobody in my family outside this ministry matters. Even the family that's in this truth. I love y'all less than I love Yahweh Shem Yahushai. But me talking, you got to walk it like you talking. Like Migos, they said it the best. If you really love the Lord more than all, show that shit. What'd he say? I know Antonio Brown said, put that in on. Man, you got to show that thing off. You got to show you for the Lord, man. When brothers going through something, scriptures, right? Hey, sometimes brothers can be going and they might need $1. You're going to think of the Lord, oh man, I got to give out charity because I know I got it. You know, it happens to me. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, this brother, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what he's doing. I don't see him doing videos. You know what I'm saying? But Sometimes you could be entertaining the spirit. We got to always trust the process. If it's good or it's bad. Some of us want shit just to sell good and be good all the time and not have no fuck ups. Life don't work like that. And if you want it like that, you're in the wrong department. For grace and mercy is to his saints, and he have care for his elect. The Lord has been caring for the 144,000 and the 1/3, whoever you may be. The Lord know who you is. He took care of the apostles. A lot of the apostles died for the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, right? But the Lord still took care of them when they were going through those trials and tribulations trying to teach the gospel, right? Got a few more and then we can end it. Romans 8:28. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God. Love is an action. To them who are called according to his purpose. Right? What is his purpose? Let's go to it. Right? Our purpose is to follow Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Right? Hold on. Look, St. John chapter 15, verse 16. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it. We got to bring forth fruit. Now, some sisters might be like, how am I going to bring fruit? I can't even teach. Don't you know off of the way that you move, you can bring forth fruit? You can be going out and you could be dressed in a certain way, but just because you dress modest don't mean, you are a sister in the faith. But those things will bring an eye. Oh, I say, sis, is you a Hebrew? Is you a Hebrew Israelite? You be like, yeah. Oh, do you know any classes? Oh, hey, I know brothers that got videos, and then guess what? You sowed that seed and that person might go watch videos, might comment, right? The way that you teach your kids, the way you move in public, you can be sowing seeds, you can be bringing in fruit, right? The way often you move, let alone you can be a vessel for other women, maybe in your family. But when you really think about bringing fruit, you talk about men. The men of the Lord have to bring forth those fruit. If we want to be real technical, real women should be under their husband. Women should just worry about being a woman, being a wife. Women shouldn't worry about, let me get this doctrine. Hey, you need to get your doctrine right. Women should stay in her damn place and teach single sisters how to be a wife, let alone the children. Women shouldn't really be trying to teach a married woman. She has a husband. And it helps you because you could be trying to teach a married woman and you ain't doing the shit that you shouldn't even be teaching her if you fucking up. A woman should just honor her husband by letting that teaching stay with him. And you stay, a single sister, she need help. Oh, I got you. Oh, that's a teenager. Hey, I got you. But the ministry is for the men to come out here and do sit downs, but go out to the highways and byways and find good and bad. The ministry is not for the women to find the good and bad. The women gonna fumble the ball because this is not made for them. Wait, hold on. I got a precept, right? This is Ephesians. Is it Ephesians? Ephesians 6 and 17. Which one was it? 17. Yeah, that is. It's Ephesians chapter 6, verse 17. And take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. Women is not about to be yielding the sword, right? But yeah, we're in this time frame where women can yield the sword. But when I talk about sword, you going to war. Only men are supposed to be going to war. This is war right here. Crying out to the city, using a unicorn, which is the internet. It's war. Tell me everybody in Israel going to sit and watch a woman teach the Bible. Only an idiot going to do that. I'm going to be honest. Hey, the Lord might send you that way just to plant a seed and then you go somewhere else and there you go. The Lord working that way. But let's be technical. This ministry is for mostly a woman just to listen. Learn from her husband. She don't got a husband, just find the men of the Lord and just learn the ministry and stay in your lane. This is Isaiah 59 verse 17. For he put on righteousness as a breastplate and the helmet of salvation upon his head. And he put on the garment of vengeance for clothing and was clad with zeal as a cloak. Right? But you got to pick up your sword, men. Pick up your sword, slicing and dicing like a samurai. Right? We got to let these demons out here know the Lord is on his way. Right? Let alone spirits that leave you, like Matthew, the 12th chapter, verse 43 down. It's spirits that probably touched you and they probably left. They're going to try to come back home and see if it's empty. Hey, is it another spirit in there? If it's not, let me go in there. Let me party. Because guess what? If it's an evil spirit, that spirit going to come home. Because the Satan is not going to cast out Satan. Satan is going to bring more of his minions. But the damn darkness don't like the light. It's too bright. It's a moving motion. The demons got to come with deception. The spirit of the Lord is going to come with truth. A lot of brothers don't want to move with truth, but truth take away the victory. Go read 1 Ezra, the 3rd chapter, going all the way to the 4th. Actually, read from chapter 3 to chapter 5. Don't read chapter 5, but just read both of those chapters. 1 Ezra, chapter 3 and chapter 4. Right? So going back to your purpose again, real quick. This is Acts 26 and 16. But rise and stand upon thy feet, for I have prepared unto thee for this purpose, to make thee a minister and a witness, both of these things which thou hast seen, and of those things in the which I will appear unto thee. So we have to be a minister and a witness of what's going on, right? But you have to build yourself in the ministry of the Lord. I'm not going to tell anybody just go out and go teach and you don't even know the basic. You don't know 5 precepts. Hey, it happened to us. But if you ain't got other brothers, just in case, just keep it minimum. But to be wise, you're going to study to build yourself up. And it don't take rocket science. You got some brothers that might just go out and just teach the sincere milk. That's fine and all. But then throughout the times when you're not teaching, read, get your profile, get your folder up, right? Get your arsenals up. You should be devouring the scriptures so that eventually you can attack every point. You want to attack every angle. You want to break down every corner of a box. You want to get every crevices, right? And I remember one of my Akim said back then, man, I can't wait till you get into prophecies. You're still good at teaching the stuff you do, but when you get in prophecies, you're going to feel it. And yo, that was the Lord doing that. I had to upgrade. I was already good in the milk. I wasn't the best, but I was good. I was comfortable. But you always need a push. So I had to trust in the process. First, I had to start with 10 precepts. Then I made it to 20. Then I made it to 50, made it to 100. But then it didn't matter how many I had. Did I understand it? Did I get it? So when I come out, I could be teaching and I might say something and then I'm able, oh yeah, I got a precept for that. Let me just, clear that up because I brought it up, boom, 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 boom. Just, the mark. Oh yeah, let me bring that out, boom, 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 boom. But let's get back to the topic. That's because the Lord allowed me to grow in his ministry, right? I got to get that too. I got to get that. Sorry, y'all, I'm under the weather. This is 1 Timothy chapter 1, verse 12. I thank Hamashiach Yahushua our Lord, who has given me strength to do his work. No, wait, nope, that's the NLT. I'll finish it off. To do his work, he considered me trustworthy and appointed me to serve him. So I'm going to read it KJV. It says, and I thank Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, our Lord, who have enabled me. He turned the switch on for that. He counted me faithful, putting me into his ministry. So if he put you in his ministry and he somehow see that you're, oh, this brother actually can teach, do the work. And the work is not only coming out in these streets. That's one of the biggest parts, because that was said from a Mashiach Yahweh Shai. Now you see prophecies be fulfilled, right? Men are going to be on the corners. Let alone the work is doing sit downs too. The work is even praying, fasting. The work is lending a hand to your brother, lifting him up. The work is forgiving your brother 70 times 7. Forgive him. Yo, he walked away from the truth. Elijah said he was jealous for the Lord. I'm going to be jealous for the Lord, and I'm going to forgive my brother, but I'm going to tell him, yo, bro, man, you left, man. You had a, you know what I'm saying? But guess what? We all know it was Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Let alone, the work is getting your house in order, making sure your woman is moving like women. People might say, we're in 2023, women not going to move like that. I don't care. We can try. You got to trust in the process. If you don't trust in the process, you ain't going to never want to try to be what you meant to be. The women of ancient that was moving righteous is better than our women now. Even if a woman trying to, women nowadays still slip up. Women got to be more shamefaced. Brothers got to be more submissive to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Women got to morally yield to men that is an authority in this truth. Regardless, accept it, move on to it, because the Lord did that. It's not about your emotion and feelings. If you want to move on that, let cashless society come. Let the, I was about to say the National Grid, let the National Guard come knocking down your door. Oh, you in charge? All right, I ain't going to do shit. I'm out. Let them beat your ass up. You going to want a man of the Lord to protect you. Jacob, trouble come. You got to get out your house. People bum run to your house. You don't know how to protect yourself. You moving, you looking like this. You got your babies. It's going to be a whole lot of women. Man, I'm telling you, you got to put that pride aside. You know what I'm saying? The Lord enabled you in this. He seen that you was faithful. He put you in this ministry. Let alone you sisters, the Lord seen that you would be faithful and you would play your role. Right? I'm going to bring out a few more and then we'll be out. There's so many things I can hit, but this is Jeremiah 1:5. I'll let this be my last precept and I'll close out. It says, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. Right? Any man that's really serving Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, you got to think. You got to really think real deeply. The Lord mold you because he's the potter. And he mold you like clay. And he put you in this ministry. He enabled you. And he made you a prophet. You might have some men that's in this truth and they're not out here. They're not prophets. Prophets was prophesying. Prophets was feeding the people, feeding the flock. Peter was a prophet. The other ones were prophets. You see in certain books, you might hear of this Israelite dying, that Israelite dying, but you don't hear them prophesying or doing this and doing that. Not every man in Israel were considered prophets. Some probably was really goldsmiths, just making gold necklaces or making swords, but they wasn't teaching. It wasn't breaking down scriptures or, you know what I'm saying? Everybody has a role, but it's still part of the body. But you had apostles and prophets. See, I said that was my last script. I got to bring out this Ephesians, man. Ephesians chapter 2, verse 20. And are built upon the foundation of the apostles and prophets. Yahweh Shai Hamashiach himself being the chief cornerstone, right? Foundation. I just go into Luke, the 6th chapter, verse 46 to 49. If you not building on a solid foundation, you'll be broken down. Broken down like a dumb blunt. Broken down if you're not on a solid foundation. Like if I'm not standing on a solid foundation, it'd be bumpy. You know what I'm saying? It'd be uncomfortable. You were saying your feet sinking in. This concrete is a solid caveman foundation. This ministry, you have to be building on the foundation the Lord put in front of you, which is the apostles and the prophets. If you can't accept it, you won't get it. And if you don't get it, then guess what? It wasn't meant for you to get it. The Lord made you to be a simpleton. Everybody is created and put in the position that the Lord wanted you to be in. Everybody won't get it. And there's no need to force it because the sheep is going to hear it. But you're going to know who the sheep, especially if the sheep like, yo, brother, I need a lesson. Hey, yo, bro, I'm going through something. Guess what? That's a sheep. Guess what? Tag him in the video. But I'm not about to tag nobody that don't want to hear the word or that's not asking for the word or that's not asking a question. And the sheep, let alone, even if you don't tag them, they're going to come. Some people say, I'm the black sheep in my house. Okay, if you're a black sheep in your house, then get in this ministry. Don't call yourself a black sheep or a lamb. Because every time when you think about a lamb being symbolic to a lamb, and you ain't doing shit that a lamb would really do, follow the shepherd, get out of here. Don't you know a black sheep still follows a shepherd? A white sheep follow a shepherd? You niggas is wildin', man. And we got so many things, like so many symbolic things in our lives that we don't look deeply like, damn, oh, that remind me of the Bible. So if you feel you a black sheep or you a sheep in your household, even if you say I'm a wolf in sheep clothing, that is the scriptures all day. But Lord willing, this was edifying to the hopeful elect, whoever it may be. If I could do it, you could do it. If you could do it, I damn sure could do it. All praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Yahweh being the Most High God, and Yahushai is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus the Christ, right? Lord willing, the Most High have you brothers to endure, right? To the apostles and the elders and the hopeful elect, whoever you may be. You know who you are. Lord willing, you can continue in this thing. Shalom.